Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the HP ZBook Fury 15 G8. Now this was sent over by HP for review, and I will include a link in the description. It is an expensive machine, but mind you, this delivers desktop class performance in an incredibly mobile package. So what are you about to see? Well, this can be configured in a lot of different ways. What HP sent over has an Intel Core i9 processor, 32 gigs of RAM, a NVIDIA RTX A5000, and by the way, the RAM can go all the way up to 128 gigs. And if you're trying to figure out whether or not you think this machine is going to be right for you, remember that the Dream Color display comes in at a standard 250 nits, but if you choose to, you can take it all the way up to 4K with 120 hertz. You can go touchscreen. These are Dream Color, so color proofing has already been taken care of for you. They are Pantone certified, verified. So this is really just a top-notch piece of hardware designed for really any professional that needs this sort of processing power, whether we're talking about architectural work, rendering, VR, deep learning, any of that sort of stuff, and then any mobile professional that may just want it for video editing, all of that type of stuff, because this is just a beast of a machine. Another thing that's really compelling about it, completely tool-free in terms of the chassis. So you can get in there and upgrade anything tool-free. And the fact that it goes up to 128 gigs, and I believe we have 4 NVMe slots, it's a very impressive chassis. And remember, you have ZBook support as well, which is the best of what HP has to offer. I've experienced it myself in the past, and it really is the bar none of support these days. So, without further ado, let's get this thing out of its packaging. The final layer, and you can already see that switch right there in order to unlock the bottom, get to the internals. We may look at that here in the unboxing just because it is so easy to get to. So paperwork, 3-year warranty, by the way, on the battery. It's just, you know, this is in another league. 200-watt power supply right here. And this is one of those things where you already know if you need something like this. That's who, you know, HP is targeting with a product like this. Build quality is excellent. On the right side of the machine, you can see we've got our power pin port, 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, display port, HDMI, a full-size SD card reader, which, you know, is to be expected on a beast like this. On the other side of the machine, we have our headphone microphone combo jack next to 2 Type A USB ports, Kensington lock, Ethernet. It's just, this is a monster. I don't know what else to say about it. Ventilation all around. And I could pop this open right now, but I feel like we should get to the actual inside. But you know what? I'm kind of curious to see what we've got. Now, I don't know if this is going to just pop right off. It looks like it's looking for a release pin, which may be in there, because I did already pop it, and it doesn't look like it's coming off immediately. So you know what? I'm going to come back to that, because there's no reason to stick with this. See if I can actually get it back in. I'll save that for later. As I stated, this is my first time looking at this machine, so you'll have to bear with me. So, come to the keyboard. And by the way, when it comes to security protocols, this thing has it all. B&O speakers. Again, the Dream Color display here, I believe, is only 1080p that HP sent over. And of course, I will have updates and a full review on this. It's also, interestingly enough, beyond essentially being tested to essentially military spec, it also has the ability, because we're here in the pandemic, if you want to wipe this down with disinfectants, you know, to treat it, essentially, you can. HP has kind of thought of absolutely everything, which I think is fantastic. So fingerprint scanner right there, power button right here. I don't think we're going to have a charge, but you never know. And in the event I've got to hook up a 200-watt brick, I do have one right here, so that's going to be fairly easy. Let's see if this one is compatible. If not, I will go with the stock one, of course. So let's just plug that in. Let's see. Looks like we're good to go. Fans are spinning up. And, you know, this is the type of machine, as I stated before, that if you know you need it, you know you need it. It just has a little bit of everything. Of course, Windows Hello support with the IR cam at the top center of the machine right there. And we're booting up. You have backlighting if that is viewable right now. Hopefully it is. Matte display here on the 15.6-inch panel. To me, you know, whether or not you're going to need the 4K touch is a matter of obviously personal use. I think the majority of users won't need that. I think many will be well served by the Full HD. The base spec of 250 nit is not, you know, brightness is not that appealing. You can step up to 400. I think that's the sweet spot. Of course, if you need that UHD resolution, it's good that it's there. And then having the color accuracy is just another benefit. Really nice touchpad here, but I feel like that goes without saying on something like this. And really, HP's view with this machine is, you know, here in the pandemic, so many people are working from home in this industry. Like, and when I say this industry, I mean anything dealing with this sort of performance, needing an AX 5000 with 16 gigs of VRAM that, believe it or not, will even be able to game, because this is, for the most part, a counterpart to the RTX 3080. But when it comes to dealing with software like Revit, which I will be testing on this, and many other applications that are really GPU taxing, this is just a really compact, high-quality machine that's going to be able to get it done. So it's got a little bit of everything. I keep saying it because this is in another class. You know, the only machines that I've reviewed that I would compare this to, or that I'm in the process of reviewing, are Lenovo's ThinkPad P series, the 17 or 15. But even still, they are not as feature-rich as this in terms of how many things HP has thought of. And this is what's nice. You know, I mean, you're getting different flavors from different manufacturers, where they are, you know, fine-tuning what they want to be the best of their breed of business machine that really is optimized for basically whatever you have in mind. So I'll log in, I'll get this set up, but I just wanted to give everyone a first look at it. It is an exciting piece of hardware, expensive, but if you need it, well, you already know it's out there and it can be had. I haven't seen too much content on it yet, and you know, it's a niche device, no question about it. This is not for everyone. That's why I keep saying if you need it, you already know. It's on your short list. You've been looking at it. It has the I/O you want. It has the upgradability. The tool-free thing is just mind-boggling. I'm going to see how it deals with 8 terabyte NVMe drives like the Sabrent right here, see if it can drive more than one, because in the briefing, I think it was stated that it cannot there was a cap, and I think the total cap was around, I think it was 8 gigs, or rather 8 terabytes, I mean, not 8 gigs, clearly. So we're going to see. I'm curious if it can handle 16, and then I'll even push it a little bit beyond that and see if we can pump it up to, I don't know, maybe 20 terabytes. Either way, very exciting, incredibly powerful machine that does come with a high price tag, but it's pretty much unmatched right now. Granted, there are others out there, like I mentioned, Lenovo's P series that also have an AX 5000, but not this sort of upgradability or chassis. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.